Welcome back. It is days before Thanksgiving, and we are going to do a simple turkey cook. Now, to back you up a little bit, in the fridge I have my brine bucket with a 15-pound bird in it. It's been brining in Cosmo's turkey brine and soak for a day and a half. So we're going to get that out. We're going to show you a real easy way to spatchcock it, how we're going to inject it, season it, and get it out on the GMG Jim Buoy. Now this Jim Buoy, I'm very happy to say, was given to me by a friend. A lot of you know him out there in the YouTube world, especially if you're a barbecue guy. Quint Nelson, 2106 Barbecue. Quint gifted me this pellet cooker. So thank you, Quint, very much. It was great seeing you and the wife about 10 days ago. So let's go ahead. We're going to get the turkey out of the brine. We're going to put it into one of the drippanies, I think it's called. Collapsible. God, these are handy. We're going to get it in there, get it patted off. We'll get it on the cutting board and go from there. So we have our turkey dried off. Now, one thing before you get started, if your turkey has one of these pop-up poultry thermometers in it, get rid of it. They're junk. Do not trust it. Get yourself a good instant read, whether it be Thermopen, ThermoPro, Inkbird, something that you use, something you trust, okay? And go buy internal temp. Don't go with those. They're inaccurate. They're junk in my opinion. First thing we're going to do, let's get old Tom here flipped over so we are breast side down. Now we're going to grab a big knife. We're going to score on each side, take the shears, cut the backbone out, put the slit in the wishbone, or the breastbone, excuse me, and we're going to give it CPR. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take our knife. We're going to find the backbone. We're going to cut right next to it on both sides. Now, if you got a big enough knife and you're good enough with a knife, you don't need to go with the kitchen shear. The shear is a little safer, a little easier to use. I'm going to finish getting this done. All right. Now, very simply, good kitchen shear. Get your hand in there. Cut through all the way down both sides. Now the neck, or the backbone, and the neck, and the giblet bag, I like to save those for turkey stock to make the stuffing and the gravy. Or should I say dressing, because I don't actually stuff the bird. Like I said, this one's going to be spatchcocked. So you can see what I'm doing here going down. This one actually has a broken spine, believe it or not. We're going to finish this up and we'll bring you back. All right, backbone's removed. Any scraggly pieces, just take your knife, trim that off, get rid of that. Now, here is your breastbone. We're simply going to put a little slice in there, like that. Now, when we get the bird turned over here on the cutting board, we're going to give it CPR one time. We'll be ready to go. All right, here we go. Boom, just like that. Now, this would be the point where loose skin. This is way too much up front. Get rid of that. This little chunk hanging off here is just going to burn. This is a point where you just want to clean everything up a little bit. Now we are going to take our wings, fold them underneath. And the benefit of this is nice, even cooking. Got a little back here, get rid of. The rest of it looks a little chunk right here. Other than that, this bird doesn't have a ton of extra skin and fat on it. Never hurts to have your paper towels around. All right, Tony Chachere's Creole butter. We're going to hit the breasts, the wings, the leg quarters, all of it. So, there, lay like you're supposed to. We're going to inject it, put it on a wire rack, and put it out on the smoker. All right, and here is our Tony Chachere's Creole butter injection. Now, how you pronounce that last name, there's as many pronunciations as this as there is for Worcester, what's this here, who's your sister's sauce, call it what you want. Just use it, all right? Now, we're getting the best part, it comes with its own syringe, you know? So we're gonna get it down and in. I just like holding it right to the top of the bottle, get all the way in. Like I said, we're gonna start here with the breasts. I like to try to get three different angles out of the one puncture through the skin. You don't have as many globs or pockets of injection, and you're not putting so many holes in the skin of the bird to help retain a lot of that moisture. I don't know if the camera's picking her up or not, but you can see this plumping up. If a little leaks out, don't worry about it. It's going to help your rub stick. So, let me finish here in the breast. And like I said, we're going to get the thighs. I'm only going to do half the bird just to show you. And then you can do the rest on the other half. I will do it off camera, but you can do it how you like. So there we go. We're going to put a couple here in the wings, give them some love. We're going to get it on our rack and bring it back when we season it. All right, we got our bird flipped over. We're going to start on the cavity side first. The two rubs I'm using, both by Uncle Steve. First of all, competition bird shake, which this recipe, actually, if you see this banner right here, I was fortunate enough to win the turkey smoke up in Worthington for a KCBS this year. Now that was just a breast. Same exact thing I'm doing here, gang. So 70% bird shake, 30% roughly CJ's West Coast shake. Both are made by Uncle Steve. You can find it at his website, unclesteveshake.com. I will try to leave a link for it. So we're going to start and we're going to season fairly generously. Turkey can handle the flavors you put on it. Get them wings. Sorry about the hand in the way. There we go. Now to the West Coast. If you want a little more zing, go a little more West Coast. Very good flavor. But my whole family needs to be able to enjoy this. If it was me, it'd be more, at least 50-50. So we're going to let this set up, sweat in, so to speak, for a little bit. We're going to come back. We're going to flip the bird. We're going to season the skin side. All right, a bird is turned over. Now, let me show you the rack. Similar rack to what I'm putting it on. I'm going to say 14 by 18 inches roughly. I got these a while back. They work great. I love them. Now, what I did is I cheated. I put this, while the turkey was still laying on the cutting board, I put the rack on it, and I was able to grab the cutting board and the rack and the turkey and turn over. It's not always that easy. I have larger hands, so it helps. So, if you don't feel comfortable doing it that way, please just flip it over, touch up any spots, you might need to. All right, here we go. Bird shake again on this side. And the reason I sprinkle from higher up is to get a little more even coverage. If you sprinkle down here right next to the bird, it's going to get gloppy. Nobody wants a gloppy bird. All right, and West Coast. There we go. Just like that. All right, buoy's coming up to temp. We're going to get it out there. We have it set at 350. We are going on the bottom rack. We're going to put inkbird probes, one in each breast. And we will give you a couple shots of the bird while it's in the pellet cooker. It is going to be difficult to see. It's dark out already. So you're going to have to kind of trust me on this one, gang. All right, the smoker just got up to temp. One thing I've always been curious about, now I have it set at 350, and I will apologize in advance for the shadows out here, but I always wondered what the actual temp was going to be on the grate. So I'm going to be using my Eric Hill Rook 400 SP. It's an infrared temp gun. Let's check it out. So right now what I'm showing on the far right side, we're a little over 400. .363 there. So we know our hotter zone is on the far right, so we're going to put the bird over here to the left. I don't know if you can see the red arrow, the red light, maybe. But more to come on this infrared gun that they sent me to try out. So I'm going to leave the lid open, grab the bird, and be right back. And here is the star of the show. All right. We got him right in there. We'll keep him over here. We'll come in. We're going to check it in about 45 minutes. We'll get our probes in and run out through the side with the inkbird. All right, you can hear the GMG. They're kicked down. You can see 68, 70 degrees running at 350. Take a peek. There you have her. Getting a little dark in that one spot. Let's see if we can take care of that a little bit. Been right at 40 minutes. I got the probes in. I just went ahead and did that off camera. You can see where the backbone there, the breastplate, where it's splitting a little bit, but that's okay. So we are going to hit this with a little duck fat spray. Close the lid. We'll bring you back when we get closer. Okay, so here we are 2 hours later. Beautiful looking, dark golden brown turkey. You can see the juices running out of it here. This got up to 162 in the breast. So what we're gonna do now, gotta love tinfoil. Makes everything so much easier, especially cleanup. We're gonna temp this with another sheet of foil, let it rest. And we are actually going to carve this tomorrow. And this is going to be our snack food for the family through the long Thanksgiving weekend. I'm very happy with the way this turkey turned out. If you want to try an easy turkey recipe, please give this one a try. You all be good. You all be safe. Have a great long Thanksgiving weekend if you are afforded one. And we will see you next time. Thanks, y'all.